flight, and you are flown, and you take a flight path that will take you from New York to London, London to Berlin, Berlin to Kiev. All right. So that's good 28 hours of travel. You're all feeling fan-fucking-tastic when you arrive with layovers and whatnot. And you meet at the airport. Go ahead and describe yourselves.
I mean, go for
Let's start with Kahlua, because Kahlua is the newest.
Okay. Kahlua is, let me see what I did. Kahlua is 5'4" with medium length brown hair, going just past the shoulder. She has brown eyes that are constantly darting around. And when the other agents will see her, they'll, depending on where we meet, she'll probably have out one of those little wallets that are really only just for like credit cards and stuff. And she'll be kind of have her hand half in that, kind of fiddling with it. And that's kind of what she's doing if she's just sort of waiting.
Okay. Agent Kellogg.
Agent Kellogg walks out. He is a tall, gaunt man. You can see he is holding a battered paperback book of John Grisham's The Client, and he has a badly set broken nose that looks like it's not fresh, it's healed up, but it kind of stands out. But other than that, he's pretty cheerful. The person that he was on the flight next to makes a beeline away from him as fast as possible, though.
All right, Agent Kraken. All right, and Agent Kiwi.
All right, so Agent Kiwi is edging into middle age. She's nondescript in pretty much every way. Average height, average build. She's got just regular blue eyes, brown hair, and she's got the type of look where you'd look at her and you'd immediately forget about her. She's wearing exactly what you would expect a federal agent to wear in their off time. And yeah, that's Agent Kiwi.
Off shirt and cargo pants?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll say that you guys actually, when you did not fly together from all of these different airports. However, you did
Thank
all
God.
arrive similarly close to one another. Some of you went from London to Paris into Kiev. Some of you went to Berlin. We'll just say break y'all up. And so you see one another in the Kiev airport. You have made it through customs using the documents that were provided to you at each of your home base airports without an issue. When you clear through customs and your bags are provided back to you, inside each of your bags there is a firearm, a sidearm of your choosing, and 2 magazines, unless you're doing a revolver, in which case you have quick loaders. That's fine. All right, and so with that, you are met by you see a gentleman standing with his standing with like a sign, and it says State Department.
Well, I'll scurry over there. Hello, could you be any more obvious? You're literally holding a sign.
I found you, right? And he folds it up, puts it back inside of his jacket.
Right.
Fun fact, not too many English speakers here.
Yeah. You must be Agent Kahlua.
Yes. I'm here for the sorry.
Oh.
I'm here for the thing. Sorry.
Oh, so you're not. Who's this one then? And he's pointing at the guy with the sign.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think we've met. I don't think so. Yeah, hi.
The driver begins to collect y'all's bags and load them into the back of this SUV.
Good. You know, doing good. Keys of coffee. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so y'all gonna stand out here and talk all day, or we gonna go?
Well, I think we have one agent of our cell still missing,
And
but she's probably performing the correct rites too.
as you say that, somebody smacks you in the back of the head. Oh, look, it's my least favorite people in the world, and somebody new. I really hope you're not as bad as these two.
You know, I'll try.
Wow, I didn't know you knew the driver.
The driver just gets in the car. Like he is done. He is done. Kellogg and Kahlua talking to one another. He's like, nope. Don't
Shotgun.
fucking care. Just gets in the car and just sits with the engine running.
And I just get in the back.
Okay.
Yeah. Back, sure.
It actually
No.
works.
Oh God, really? And I like scoot as close to the door as I can.
The driver looks over his shoulder. There's a third row. Yeah. Yeah, whatever.
I'll get in the third row.
You
and
do what you
immediately
want.
Take out the wallet again. Start fiddling with it.
For
Right.
reference, Billy, you are muted or you're not coming through on the stream.
No.
We'll just keep mimicking everything you say for a little bit. We'll just repeat it back.
Okay.
Man, y'all missed some good ones. Billy was working on a Type 5.
Me. I have a card carrying member for Rye.
All right. It
Um,
should be mic hot now. This should work. Not sure what happened other than OBS ate my microphone again.
All right. Well, so all of you guys get in. Kahlua climbs, because in my head, Kahlua literally just climbs over the seat into the back seat. Like,
Yeah, maybe.
it just seems, just kind of scrambles. I think that's a better way to describe it rather than climbing.
the hell are
Just
you
scrambles quickly over the seat, sits in the back, and the driver looks over.
Sorry.
Here, sit between the two of us, and I start trying to push Kraken over so that Kahlua can sit between us.
Sure. Yeah, you're the veteran.
I kinda
scrambles
scoff at
back
that.
Wait.
over.
Is this your first opera?
Yeah. I just joined in July. Yeah. So
What the hell did you do to get assigned to this cell?
I didn't know that was I didn't know I had a choice in that matter.
You
Just fiddling with the wallet again.
you don't, but you had to have pissed somebody off to get paired with them. I know I did. What? Ronald Reagan? What does this have to do? Never mind.
Kellogg leans over to the driver. She really doesn't like you, does she? What's up with that?
The driver is driving, actively in the process of driving, and looks over at Kellogg and is just like, yeah, can you give me some distance?
Yeah, but I just want you to know your blinker, you should turn it on for a bit.
I'll
Don't
let
listen
you-
to that guy. Do
I'll
the
let-
opposite of whatever he tells you.
I'll let you know something.
What?
If you want me to use the blinker, you can drive.
Oh God,
Don't let
please
him
don't let him
drive.
drive. And I'll look at Kiwi and be like,
All right. Well,
see, we're not that different.
We're very different.
He just keeps driving. You guys travel through Kiev to you kind of travel towards the southwest side of the city, and you kind of start to, you feel like you're leaving the city. There's, as you drive these roads, you see a lot of just, as what was large buildings gradually become smaller, more individual domiciles. You still see some remnants of the Soviet occupation, and you get far enough out that you're no longer seeing houses like side by side. Now you're seeing larger areas. Some of these houses have fields behind them, and you pull up in front of a large, it stands out because of its size. It's 4 stories, and you haven't seen a 2-story building that wasn't a barn, and you don't know how, or a silo, and you don't know how long, but it's 4 stories, solid concrete, very Soviet in appearance. Just boom, right there in the middle of just essentially nothing. There's just more or less fields and farmhouses in every direction.
And it's a good thing Agent Kool-Aid didn't make it here, because he'd have a problem with this.
This whole place is swarming with communists. Wait, what did you say?
That's what he would have said.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You just said it's
Shut up,
swarming with
Kool-Aid.
commies.
What? No, I didn't say that.
You guys pull up in the driveway that kind of curves around the front. There's a large fountain that the driveway curves around. There is the nostalgic inside you. You respect this. It's calling to, you're like, yeah, this is almost this must have been kind of what it was like in the Soviet Union when this was being used once. As you pull up in the road, you hear the gravel kind of creak and crack and everything as you grind over it. The vehicle stops. Polly turns and looks at you and says, yeah, so y'all need me to get your bags out, or you think you can handle it?
I'm already out and
Oh.
trying to dig in the trunk.
Yeah, I can get mine.
Yeah, he opens the latch from the seat. Like, he just hits a button and the back door just opens up real quick. And he turns and looks over and he's like, yeah, I wouldn't need one of y'all to close that.
That's weird. I thought they closed by themselves, too. I'll just kind of say under my breath.
Not yet. It's only 2010.
Oh. That's in the future. I forgot. It's where I'm from, it's different. One day they'll make that button work both opening and closing these hatchbacks.
Oh, man, I really look forward to that day. But I am tired.
I fling everybody else's bags out, and I mean fling, as I'm getting mine out, and I leave the trunk open and walk away.
As Polly says, man, I'm tired, I'll say, yes, he can have that effect on people. And I'll grab my bag and go ahead and shut the hatch for him. I kind of hop up and pull it down. Then I'll do that 2 taps on the back glass thing when it latches, like they do in the movies.
Yeah. So he does not gun it because he's not trying to throw gravel all over you guys. But once he kind of gets away from you a little bit, like he does rapidly pull around and just kind of parks. Like there's no parking spot there. Like he just pulls the truck up like, or the SUV like it would be a parking spot and just parks it right there. Like a little bit down away from the front door, and he gets out and he begins to walk back to you and he's like, yeah, so I'm also your interpreter.
Okay.
Really?
Didn't realize we were going to need one of those.
Okay.
Remember
Well, do
when I
you
told you
speak
that no
commie?
one here speaks English?
Well, yeah,
Would-
but
All right. I'm sorry for interrupting you, ma'am. You were saying?
Saying everybody here speaks commie. I mean Russian.
Yeah,
Russian.
exactly. That's exactly the problem. So yeah. All
Hey.
right, so let's go inside. Now for the rest of the game, y'all can just go ahead and assume that he is present and interpreting for you. Yep.
Don't say anything we don't want the other people to know, or else they'll know it. I got you.
And yeah, go
I
ahead.
do need a quick detour to that fountain. I need to throw a little bit of change in it, a very exact amount in. It's important to appease the local spirits that are here.
Oh, I think that's a great idea, Kellogg.
Don't you do it too? I'm putting in an exact amount of change to affect our. It's important. It's kind of like a Charon exchange. You wouldn't understand. It's fine.
I'll trust you to do it.
How
for
far
me.
down do you think the fountain goes?
To the bottom.
I lean over to Kahlua. He says not to throw any change in the fountain, but really what he means is you should throw some change in the fountain too. Trust me, he's a strange guy. Just do the opposite of whatever he says and you'll be good to go.
Okay. I don't have any cash on me.
That's not very American of you. Oh, wait. Sorry, I don't know where that came from.
How much change are you throwing in, Kellogg?
Oh boy. What's a good number?
$1 and
annoying number.
33 cents.
99 cents. And it's just shelling out. I wish it could be $1. I could just put $1 in and take a penny back, but it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
What's
Polly looks over at you and he's like, hey, is that an American 99 cents or is that a Ukrainian 99 cents? Does it work differently if you're at different places?
And Kellogg just gives him a hard look like, how dare you? How dare you? As he's shelling out penny after penny into the thing.
Does it? Does it though? Y'all are the best, so
I
just want to.
I don't have time to explain this all to you. We need to pick up John and get him out of here. It should be cut and dry.
It's bullshit. It's
Okay.
all bullshit.
Oh my god.
just because you don't believe in something, Kiwi, doesn't make it bullshit.
It says the person who believes in auras and aligning chakras and singing Om for 108 minutes while doing 108 sun salutations. I'm just saying.
If it didn't work, we
It's
probably wouldn't have
funny.
gotten out of Alaska. Just saying.
Did you bring your yoga mat with you?
Always, duh.
All right.
I brought one for you too, just in case you need to clear your and center yourself.
Holly lights another cigarette.
Did you
Ollie,
bring
can I
enough
have
for
one
the
of
whole
those?
class? Yeah.
I need
Holly,
some
let's
cigarettes after this.
wait. Did he tell us his name at this point, or is he still just like, I don't want to deal with this?
Oh no, He told you he's Polly.
Okay.
He's your
He's
driver.
Polly.
He has a little
I'm
name
Polly.
tag.
Yeah, he's like, yo, I'm Polly. I'm your driver.
That's
and
a
your
nice
interpreter.
American name.
Yeah, like Polly
yeah,
Shore.
I mean, yes, he also has this name. I do not believe that he is also from the East Coast.
I had a lot of Polly Pockets when I was little.
I believe that's Polly. I'm
Is
Polly.
it different? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference.
Please don't tell me you still have Polly Pockets on you.
No.
Good.
Insight check.
Did you have the
All right.
Did you have the
we should get
treehouse one?
inside.
I had the treehouse one when I was growing up. Did you have the treehouse one?
I had the pink mansion.
Oh, the pink mansion one. That one was awesome. I always wanted it, but Mother said I couldn't have it.
Oh, I'm
We
sorry.
need- Just what we need. Another rich person that can afford the pink Polly Pocket mansion. All right, let's get in here
That's-
and get our friend John out.
All right, as you guys
John
walk
Holt?
up, Polly's is holding the door open. As Kiwi walks up, he holds a cigarette out for Kiwi. Just
Thank you. And I light it. I'm gonna need it to get through this.
oof, you and me both, sister. Y'all just walk inside.
I'm coughing and kind of waving the cloud of smoke outside the doors. Polly exhales. I have to walk through it like stinks. It's nasty. That's not good for global warming. That's excessive emissions.
He's going to kill us if
She's
we
got
don't
a
just
point.
go talk to him. Okay. Well, sorry, we're in agreement.
You guys walk in, and it is a modern hospital built inside of an old Soviet hospital, right? So it still has a lot of the like stark concrete, solid, strong kind of archways, every 12 feet going through the doorways. Very uniform. It looks very uniform, very sturdy. However, it is filled with, new medical equipment everywhere. It also, every once in a while, as you walk through the hospital, Polly begins to lead you. The hospital's running, it's oriented east and west. Okay. He begins to lead you down the east corridor. And about a third of the way down, there's an elevator bank, and you stop at it. And on the way to the elevator bank, you did notice there were a number of people, downstairs. You walked past what appeared to be like a waiting room. There was one waiting room that had people in it, and then on the opposite side of the hall, there's another waiting room. Neither one is full. Okay. And then number of other doors, different things. You pass by a waiting desk, and Polly hits the button on the door or on the elevator. The doors open up, and as you step into the elevator, you see there is a subfloor. So you see subfloor 1, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, he hits the fourth floor. And the elevator doors close. As they close, he turns and looks at you. The fluorescent lights kind of flicker. They're not like flickering on and off. They're just doing, where the ballast is kind of overloaded, and they just kind of dims and brightens as the elevator's moving. And he just looks over and he's like, yeah, so you said you're new at this? And he's looking at you, Kahlua.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Here, you might need one of these. He holds out like a pill bottle, right? And he hand it to you.
Okay. What's in it?
You take it and look at it, and it says Zofran, which is an anti-nausea medication.
Okay. Should I take it now or?
I mean, yeah, you might want to.
All right. I'll take the recommended dosage.
It's just one.
I'll take one.
It says take one, for nausea. That's what it says on the label. All right. So when you walk off the elevator, you are taken to a nurse's station, and Polly, he interacts with the nurse in Ukrainian, and then the nurse comes around and leads you guys down a hallway. As you're walking down the hallway, some of the doors are open, and you can tell this is very clearly the inpatient ward. You see people in various states, some with broken legs. Some are in there pretty clearly on hospice. You can hear the life support machines going. As a matter of fact, as you get further and further down the west wing, you hear more and more of these life support machines. Clearly, the more intensive care is being performed on this end. Soon you come to a set of double doors, and on the double doors, you see a symbol that shows like the radioactive symbol, right? And then she pushes the doors open and leads you through them, and you are taken a little bit further down the hall. There are only 2 rooms past that door, one on the left and one on the right. You go into the one on the right, and inside you see Agent Juado sitting in a hospital bed, naked from the waist up. His lower torso is wrapped in bandages, as is his head above his temples. Okay. A blanket is pulled up over his legs, but stops short. It basically stops at his upper thigh. Okay. It's not pulled up so that it's over the bandages. That's the key. So it comes up to his waist, I guess. There's an IV tube going into his left arm, and another IV tube going into his right arm. Okay. There are machines there monitoring his life signs. They sound like a lot of the others that you heard before as you passed by. He appears perhaps asleep, perhaps unconscious or in a coma. It's hard to tell. If y'all want, if anyone has biology, first aid, forensics, surgery, or medicine, feel free to make a roll now.
All right, I'll roll on forensics.
Same for me, I think.
Oh no, that's a 55. That's a fail.
Oh,
let me see.
68. So close, but no.
Medicine.
I have medicine and surgery at the same, so I'll roll for one or the other. That's a 49 on a 20, so it's not a 49 and 20 makes 69, so it's a pass.
There's no way for us to tell what's wrong with this man.
Kahlua?
He should be able to jump up and do a jig.
I failed.
You failed?
I failed, yeah.
Looking at him tells us nothing.
Man,
Must
that's sucking
investigate his
tonight.
chakras.
All right.
Setting that stage early for the suck.
So you look at him, and his skin, like as you're standing there and you're kind of looking at him closer, under his armpits, like in the creases of his body, you see there is like a kind of red, it's swollen. They're raw. There's a sort of oozing gooiness that kind of runs down over the skin. You can also see the bandages underneath that, where the bandages go on his side. You can see where this ooze has been absorbed. It's this kind of yellowish, discolored color with a a unique scent that is. If you had never been around someone with gangrene, you would assume this is what gangrene smells like. It is sickly and sweet. You also notice that on his shoulders, basically where his joints are on the outside, so his shoulders, elbows, wrists, there is heavy discoloration where the skin is purple and red. Okay. So his eyes have a wateriness to them, right? But his eyes are like half open, half closed, and there's just the lower part, which you can see. There's just kind of a faint greenish kind of wateriness to them. Again, you don't have to pass a medicine check to know that he's in bad shape. Oh, and his hair is just falling out before your eyes. Just like there's just loose hair on his shoulders, on his chest, where it's been falling out. All right, so you guys come in. The nurse, indicates that this is him, and then she leaves the room. Polly looks at you. He's like, I'll stand outside the door and watch.
What did they do to him?
Oh, I'm sorry. He picks up the chart and looks at it. He's like, they didn't do anything to him. They found him this way.
No. They, and she kind of like points down.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, lady. They found him like this.
They.
I don't think he knows what you're talking about. And I'll take
Do
the
you?
chart from Polly.
The mole people. Come on.
This is not an episode of South Park. Do not start with me. What did you... Shut up, Kool-Aid. No, this is not South Park.
Okay, well,
I'll take the chart from Polly.
Okay.
I have no idea medically what's wrong with him, but if we just finish, if our goal is to either get information or finish him off, I think this is going to be a pretty easy mission.
Yeah.
When you say that, you hear him kind of start to stir. Like there's almost like a hollowness coming out of his throat. And he just starts to... And want an alertness roll from everybody. Everybody who's looking at him. If you are doing anything else, no alertness. But if you were looking at him, alertness.
I dropped my dice.
70 on 70.
Ooh.
28 out of 60.
71.
28 out of 60.
Okay.
I'm looking at the chart, so.
Yeah. All right. So
And
everyone passing almost imperceptibly at first. I imperceptibly. God, what was wrong with me?
good word.
Almost imperceptibly. God. Okay, where the IV tube is going into his arm begins to darken and turn this reddish black. And the IV in his first in his right arm and then in his left arm kind of push themselves out. Like they pop out of, and when they do, they bring with it a sort of muddy sludge that the pressure shoots out toward you. The three of you who are paying attention quickly move. Agent Kraken, who is looking at the chart, standing there,
Right at the foot of the bed.
Right, catches some of this sludge, just shoots off and hits her square, like that little dip in your collarbone, right there, your sternocleidomastoid or sternocleidomastoid. Yeah, that's it.
That thing
hits your sternocleidomastoid and just across your chest. It is this black, oozing, nasty mess, and the man finishes stirring and just screams. I want sand rolls from everyone.
Shockingly, I failed.
a failure, you say?
Oh, pass.
Of course, I failed.
I passed.
Yep.
Excellent. So it's 1d3.
On a fail?
Oh,
Yeah.
Hold on, that's 3.
Sweet.
On a
3.
success, it's 1.
Oh, it's one. Okay.
Look,
Sweet.
that's a 3.
Back down
Yeah.
to single digits.
All right. Here's why he made the sand roll. As he's screaming, his tongue begins to extend out of his mouth.
Of course.
It is thick, it is heavy, and it is roughly the size of a baby's arm. And he reaches to grab it as if he's going to push it back in when it falls out. The entirety of his tongue just lashes over, and he looks at you and tries to hand it to you, Kellogg. He is screaming as he's doing this with you.
You know what? I'm down. I just hit insanity. I took a hit, and his knee-jerk reaction is just to take it and cradle it like a baby.
Must be an offering from the gods you blessed us with at the fountain.
Is this how babies happen?
Is this how babies happen?
Having equally failed my sanity roll, seeing him take this, I'm like, yes, it's an offering from the gods. It's a blessing. The gods of the fountain you donated to outside.
So at this,
I don't think he's going to be telling us anything.
seeing
Sorry,
all
put
of
the high
this,
fees back. Sorry.
I'm gonna pull out my gun, and I'm gonna look at everybody else, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna shoot him. Unless you tell me not to, I'm gonna shoot him.
Wait,
Before
is there like?
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, is there like a pillow in the room?
I'm sure there's.
I mean, there's
Like
one
a loose
behind
pillow
him.
just anywhere?
There's one
Well,
behind him.
All right, I'll just take it from him. No, I think we can do this quieter.
You reach for the pillow, and when you
I
do,
mean,
he turns and grabs you by your shoulders and pulls you toward him, still screaming.
Okay,
Doctors
I am.
are rushing into the room, and he pulls you closer until your face and his face meet, just forehead to forehead. And he leans in, and as he kind of tries to pull back, his face sticks to your forehead and peels off and falls into you, giving you some sort of obscene mockery of a kiss, because there's no better way to describe that. That was, yep. And he's still screaming. Go ahead and make another sand roll.
Buy me dinner first.
everybody or just Kahlua?
I don't know.
Everyone makes the sand roll. Kahlua is just especially hard up.
88 is a crit fail.
Oh, that's a fail.
All right.
Actually passed.
I passed that one too with a 12. 12
Well, the good
on a
thing
36.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is the two of you both lose one.
Okay.
Kiwi, you failed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's going to be 1d4 plus 1.
It's getting nasty fast.
2. Because
All
this
right.
D4 only rolls a 1 for whatever reason. I need to do
Nice.
something different.
Way to die. And Kahlua, with this man's face now effectively on your face, you go ahead and lose the full 5 sanity. As the man's head pulls back, and like I said, he's You're looking through his eye holes at his faceless face. How do you
Terrifying.
respond to that?
I'm gonna go for my bag that has the gun in it.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to try to dodge.
No, I'm gonna shoot him point blank in the head because no, whatever this is,
And he was like, I ain't dealing with shit today. Nope, I traveled too far to deal with some bullshit.
All right. Kiwi approach like immediately without hesitation, just walks up, puts the barrel of the gun against his forehead. And,
I'm not getting that close.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting close, but not that close. I'm not touching them.
Close enough that the gun will leave flash burns from the barrel.
Yes.
That's
There is
probably the least
absolutely-
of this guy's problems, though.
Mm-hmm. At this point, yeah.
And pulls the trigger. Okay. The man's face, like when you do, I mean, just from like right here up, just peels back. And as it does, his eyes continue to swell, as well as his shoulders, elbows, and wrists, as these unsightly ganglions kind of form, just like swelling up underneath the skin.
Yeah, fuck this. I'm leaving.
Yeah, Polly is looking through the door and he's just like, oh, hell no.
I'm leaving. Screw this shit. I'm not staying here.
Yeah, everybody out.
Yeah.
Kellogg is running with the thing still in his arms.
Still carrying
How
the
big is
tongue.
it? Yeah, how big? Yeah, how big is this? Like,
Just imagine like a
Football?
baby's arm from elbow to fingertips.
okay, so yeah, he's got to cradle it close. It's not that big.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, okay.
like a, you know, when you go to Subway and you get like the lucky 6-inch, right?
all right.
Gotcha.
Don't usually get it with tongue, but
Depends on where you're at.
You don't like lingua? You're missing out.
Beef tongue po' boys. As everyone else is peeling out, Kraken is going to reach inside the pocket of her leggings on the side, pull out an extendable baton that she keeps there. It's small and lightweight, but extends it and is going to slowly back out of the room in case this thing starts advancing. So
I mean,
I'm not slowly going
doctors,
anywhere. I'm going fast.
yeah, doctors and nurses just fly past you, right?
Great.
Into the room as you guys are backing out, right?
I'm keeping the chart with me, by the way.
Because they heard a gunshot. They come running in. You hear, when they enter the room, you hear the screaming start again. It is the same screaming that you just left with. Okay? And soon... Oh, where are you guys going?
I'm just going just outside the door.
Yeah, we're just out in the hall.
There's one doctor and one nurse in the room.
I'm not going far.
Polly, tell him to get out. Polly.
Polly sticks his head in the door and then he pulls his head back and he's like, a little bit late.
Kiwi, finish it off.
I don't think that that's going to be enough to finish it off. What we need to do is barricade this door right now. So whatever that thing is going to be coming out.
Quick question. When he said that and he pulled his head back, did anyone look to see what he was seeing? Or can anyone still see inside the room?
I was probably the last one out, so I'd be the closest to the door. I'll look.
I'm looking for something to barricade the door with, so I'm not looking that way.
Looking for gurneys or anything, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
I'm looking for a fire. What are they called? The wall
Axe.
things? No, the fire
Extinguisher
alarm.
hose? Oh,
Fire
fire
alarm?
alarm.
Fire alarm.
Okay.
Good idea. I'm also looking for things to barricade, but also a blanket to wrap this thing in.
Okay. Agent Kraken, go ahead and give me another sand roll.
Of course. Ooh. 33 on a 35.
Oh, that's good. I don't know how the hell you managed to
Critical success.
justify this to yourself. That's a 0 sand loss.
Dude, I've
As
seen
you
some
look
shit.
inside, and the bubble, which had been the boil, which had been swelling in this man's forehead, has broke open, as well as the ones at his shoulders, and tendrils have come out and have grabbed onto the doctor's face like a bowling ball, and have lifted the doctor up off the ground and is pulling the doctor toward the body. The nurse has fully dissociated and just is standing there, unblinking, unbreathing, unspeaking, but you still hear the voice of John, Agent Juado, screaming.
I want to put one in the doctor and one in the nurse. Just put them out of their misery. I'll draw I'm not great at firearms, but I have rudimentary enough to, if she especially is just standing slack-jawed, we can't leave any witnesses to this incident, and they're both suffering beyond human suffering should allow. So I want to put them both out of their misery.
On the upside, it does not look like the doctor will be
Telling anybody anything?
telling anyone anything ever. So you can save that bullet.
Okay, I'll save that bullet. Just put one in the nurse then.
She's just standing there. So don't critically fail. Roll and don't critically fail.
Yeah. Just don't critically fail. Come on, don't fail. It's not a critical failure.
That's fine. As long as it's not
Yeah.
a critical failure, you shot her. You get her good enough that she might suffer a little bit, but it doesn't look like she's going to be aware of it for too much longer.
Not for long. Trying to not become hardened to helplessness at this point.
Yeah. So at this point, with 2 gunshots and this man screaming, a lot of the other patients are hitting buttons, very concerned. There's not appear to be much other staff on the floor.
Because we're kind of like back in like the they had the radiation symbol there.
Yes.
So I mean, we're kind of assuming there's some like x-rays or something in this area, right? This is interesting.
Well, I want to barricade this door because whatever that
Yeah.
thing is, I don't want it coming out.
Did I find that fire alarm?
No, there is no fire alarm.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
I don't care about fires in Soviet Russia. In Soviet Russia, fires get you.
Was there a window in the room that this thing was in?
No. That was
Okay,
something else
good.
that was notably missing from that room.
Excellent.
There was no window.
We brought our bags up with us. I'll zip open the front pocket of my soft shell rolling suitcase, grab my elastic band, my resistance band, the hardest resistance band, my black one. I'm gonna double it over twice, wrap it around the door handle of this thing, and try to find something nearby to also kind of tie it to. Whether that's a gurney that we can. I'm assuming these are like most hospital doors that swing in, not out into the hallway. That way we can jam the gurney that Agent Kiwi found or whatever we found up against the doorway, tie it off with this resistance band.
Okay.
And you hear Kiwi whispering to herself, "This is a classic case of Havana syndrome."
And I'll look at Kahlua, who was talking about them, and I will say, don't you ever talk about them around me. Do you understand? We don't talk about them.
okay. Fair enough. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, you guys, this doctor, you hear what you you hear a lot of loud sounds. Okay. You hear sounds that are squishy, sounds like snapping of bones, um, and you hear like the scream kind of it stops, and then it shifts to another, like a different tone. So it shifts to what would be a different voice, essentially. Um, and you see a blue liquid kind of run out from under the door.
Oh, fuck.
He's ascended. Oh no. Is this and looking at this like tongue thing that's now kind of swaddled, is it still moving?
No.
Okay. So what is this? Some kind of Incredible Hulk situation? Because they were at the nuclear plant and he had all those bruises, which is nuclear, right?
I don't know. Let's look at what the chart says. Kraken's gonna read the chart. Can I get any kind of pluses on reading the chart to my medicine roll? Since I have the chart in front of me.
Yeah.
Wipe the
Not
stuff
a
off.
superhero movie. Superheroes are really American. I'll give you that. But
what
this
kind of
is
a plus
not-
do I get for having the chart on me? Because that might make a difference.
We'll say plus 40 because it's going to tell you.
Yeah, but then I can understand it, right? So 45 if you give me a plus 40. So yeah, that's
That'll
pass.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you see on there on the chart is that there is a diagnosis of acute radiation syndrome.
Does it say anything about beyond that, like what drugs they were treating him with, or would I need to roll like a pharmacy or something for that?
Iodine.
And then anything about where he was found, who brought him in, anything like that in this set of charts? Because the last location we knew of him was Ohio. Well, Michigan. So how in the hell did he get to Ukraine? That's a question in Kraken's brain. I'll share everything that I learn off the chart with everybody.
Okay.
Because that's the important
Ray?
question. How do you get to Ukraine?
Okay. So if we take that to be that this is a radioactive individual, I don't know that kind of science. That's not my thing. Do we have like lead rods we can just stab him with? Is that a thing? Is that anything? As he's holding this like wiggling tongue thing.
Yeah, one of the doors in the hallway opens up and you see medical personnel rushing onto the floor, and mixed, they're all wearing, scrubs, white, blue, gray, various colors of scrubs. And they rush to each of the patient's rooms where the patients have been on the emergency buttons, and as they do, you see another man come in with them. He is tall, very lean, like a track, like he does jumping or marathons. He is very lean. He is dressed in a tailored black suit on a black shirt with a black tie. The shirt being the suit being slightly darker than the shirt. And he stands there smoking a cigarette, looking at the four of you plus Polly, who is also smoking a cigarette, hasn't stopped the entire time. Guy doesn't care about life.
Care to tell me what's going on in there?
Well, Agent Kiwi, I was hoping you would be able to tell me that. He does speak with a very thick Russian, Ukrainian, Eastern European, Slavic accent. He is unsure of, I'm unsure of what it would be unless you're an expert. You are also. But yeah. So, hold on. What would that be? Oh, Soviet Russia. Okay. I was hoping you would be able to tell me, Agent Kiwi.
I've never seen anything quite like that before. Whatever it is, we're gonna have to dispose of it. Where did you find this man?
We did not find him. He was brought here by farmers.
All
This
right,
is a whole country of farmers. It's always farmers.
communist. Wait, oh, never mind. Don't mind me. I'm gonna need the information of who brought him in because we're gonna have to go and figure out where he came from and figure out what caused this.
I mean, it's
Yes.
probably a tunnel, right?
A tunnel to what?
Would from the
To the cornfields.
well, maybe that's where it came out. But
Or maybe to the
you know
wheat
how
field.
y'all know how the Nephilim are, right? With the tunnels.
Oh, that's what you were talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you earlier. I really thought you were talking about something else. Please forgive me.
Oh, okay. No, it's okay.
No,
The-
you're
the
new
tall
here, so
man-
you don't know. Yeah.
The tall man looking at you when you say that audibly blinks.
Like,
Also,
I think this guy doesn't know about the Nephilim.
also,
I don't know about the
think
Nephilim.
he's with us. No one
you're the
should
veteran.
know your ID, Agent.
Yes, Agent Kellogg. You asked to see my ID? He reaches in his pocket and holds out it's almost like a passport. It's like a folded document wallet, and he just holds it out. Here, Agent Kellogg, you look. Or
Leans
perhaps okay, you lean in and take it. Okay.
leans in, takes it, looks at it.
He is a Ukrainian government official. Officially, his title, if you run it past Polly, is that he works at the equivalent of the Ukrainian Budgetary Office.
Well, that's a cover if I've ever heard of one.
No, he's an accountant.
I
he
am
came to
an
find out.
accountant.
He came to make sure how much money you put in, that you shorted the fountain gods. That's why this happened.
Kraken, I put in the right amount.
Did you
used the
account
wrong
for
Clearly
the
you
conversion
didn't
rate.
exchange
because, and I point at the waggling tongue thing.
And I point at the budgetary
balloons.
office.
Yeah, medical
obvious-
medical personnel are running around here everywhere.
That
None
doesn't
of
faze
them
us.
have attempted to come past you guys because you are in front of the radioactive doors. Okay.
Shoo, get out of here.
Just
No, we can tell them a patient got a hold of a gun and killed the doctor. But also we should probably burn the room or something.
quick question.
We'll get to it.
You said there were 2 doors in this hallway beyond this double door with the radioactive symbol on it that we're now standing in, right?
Yes.
Is the
Yep.
other door open, closed? I'm assuming it's closed.
It's closed also. Yeah.
While Kellogg is trying to direct everyone, Kraken's going to go kind of open that door and peek in, see if anybody's in there.
Yeah, Kraken, when you open it up, it is an empty room. Looks like it is ready to receive a patient at any time.
Excellent.
So it is a prepped room. The tall gaunt man looks at you again and he's like, agents, I must inform you that in agreement with your government, you will be here until this is resolved.
Here is in country, right? Not here is in the hospital.
He takes a drag off his cigarette.
Unfortunately, yes, this is our job. And yes, Kraken, I'm pretty sure it means that we're not to leave the local area until this is resolved.
I mean, he's your man. He belongs to you.
Well, he's not a man anymore, that's for sure.
He
Well,
walks
he's
over.
he's
He
a
begins to
proud
walk
father.
toward you. He begins to walk toward you, like, kind of looking around, different things, and then he's like, "You mind if I look?"
No, don't.
Yeah.
If you open that door, whatever that thing is gonna grab you too. So I would prefer you did not look.
I'll say to him, Dimitri, or I'm just gonna throw a name out there. I don't know what his name is. We'll say it's Dimitri though.
Don't
No,
worry
it
about
says,
Scientist, but
it
okay.
says his name is also John Schmidt. It's the strangest thing.
John Galt?
There
Who
was
is John Galt?
there was another American traveling with our friend. Any idea on his whereabouts?
There is another.
No, he
Uh,
misspoke.
I think she's just fishing for information. You understand?
If we can, perhaps these farmers saw the other American. We should go and talk to them. Where are they?
Oh,
Can
their
you show
names
us?
are Dmitri and Igor.
Can you show us where they live?
Just outside. Anyone you talk to, they will answer.
Is that because everybody is named Dimitri and Igor? Oh,
It
these
is a
commies have the
fucking
same
country
names.
of farmers. They are not creative.
It's not very American. I could give kids good American names like John Galt. Wait. Never mind.
Do you have a fire suppression system at least?
Yes, we do.
I'm
It's at
wondering.
the nurse's station. We are not heathens.
Well, I wasn't talking about your religion. That was later. We can talk about that. But, do we want to try and like put water on it to see what happens? Maybe
Oh,
we can
God, no,
electrocute
didn't
it
you
from
s-
under the door.
Didn't you see Gremlins? You don't put water on shit like that.
Gremlins isn't
you-
real. Critters, yes, but not gremlins.
Critters is real? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Agents. What are we dealing with? You've not even shown me.
You don't want to see it.
The man is in
it-
very bad state of, and I'll look at the chart and just read off active radioactive exposure and skin decay, and it's really gruesome. You don't want to see it, trust me. We should probably go talk to this Dimitri and Igor. A couple of us should go there, and a couple of us should probably stay here just to make sure that nothing happens to our friend. Just we should probably run security.
Yeah, I'll go. But also, this is what you're dealing with, and I'll just thrust the baby tongue in his face.
He reaches out and takes it from you and looks at it, and he shivers from it. He's like, "This is truly nasty."
You think that's bad? You
He's-
don't want to see what's in there.
I
You're
don't
familiar
know.
with the concept of no take backsies, correct? Excellent.
He just
Agent
takes
Kellogg,
it,
would you like to
throws
accompany
it.
me
He
to
just
the
like
farm?
throws it onto the ground. He's just uninterested.
Well, I mean, it is still a baby. Come on.
That is
I-
not a baby, Kellogg. That is a grotesque creature's, tongue that fell out of it. I mean, ew.
He also reaches down on the ground when he throws the arm to the side, and he picks up the face of Agent Juotan, which had fallen off of Kahlua's face when Kahlua came
It's
running
mine.
out of the room. He's just like, yes, I've seen this before.
Yep, we're still working on a new prototype
Have
latex
you
material.
really?
Yeah, wait,
Yes,
what is that?
When have you seen this before?
many years ago. In the 80s.
Oh, that's right. We're not far from that old nuclear plant. Chernosky, was that the name of it? Well, what? I just learned about it in school.
Yes, Chernosky. That is exactly the name of it. Agents, I'm telling
Chernobyl.
we are losing time.
Yes, we are losing time.
When what?
When did you see this in the 80s? And under what context did you see this in the 80s?
Under the same context that resulted in hundreds of men having their faces sloughed off.
Mm-hmm.
Your friend is very much correct.
There was that big nuclear meltdown here, and yeah, it was bad. It was really bad.
In Chernobyl, all right.
Yeah, lots and lots of people. Oh, that's the name, Chernobyl. Yes, right. I couldn't remember it. Agent Kellogg, do you want to accompany me? I could use your company.
Gladly. Yep. Nope. Excuse me. He just scoops up the little baby tongue and goes with him. Yep. Excuse me. Thank you.
Throw that away.
No.
Preferably in a fire.
We can test on it to see if whatever will kill the thing in there can kill this thing here. And until such a time as that, I don't want it to die.
Where do you keep it?
He's holding it like a baby in its swaddling clothes.
Okay. Are you gonna wrap it in anything?
Yeah, no, he's wrapped it in like a blanket or something.
Okay, yeah.
But you can still see like the tip of it because
just the tip.
You grab like a pillowcase. You grab a pillowcase off of a housekeeping cart. Yeah. So this very tall man. He is also an older man. He is looking like he's probably in his mid-50s. He does have remarkably nice teeth. And he just looks over at you and he's like, you go look for Igor and Dmitri?
Yes, I think we will. Come with me, Agent Kellogg. Let's go together.
Yes, the two of you make such a great couple. Why don't you go for it?
Okay, sounds good. Take care of whatever's in that room. Good luck.
I'm sure
Kahlua, you're doing great.
Agent Kiwi, I'm sure you meant team, not couple. And she will walk away towards the exit.
I'm happily married. Thank you.
So am I to my computers.
Okay.
As you walk away, the man begins to undo your exercise band, your resistance band, so that he can go inside.
If you go in there, if you open that door, we're going to kick your butt in there, and we're going to close the door back behind you, and we're going to lock you in there with that thing.
Well, I planned on walking in there on my own. You don't have to push.
You do not need to be opening that door.
I thought Americans were braver than this. And he just pushes the door open. Like he pushes it, we'll say he gets it about an inch open. You can do whatever you want.
Well, you know what? By all means, go right ahead.
Yeah, he walks in and
I'm going to close the door behind him. And I'm gonna barricade it back.
I mean, when he walks in, he pushes the door open. There's a nurse laying there, gunshot wound to basically like kind of her neck, kind of it clearly hit her spinal cord, and she did die. It just took a minute. And there is the body of Agent Jotun on the bed. The chest cavity has been fully broke open, like this way, right? The head where you had shot it, like, and it had peeled back. There is almost as if a balloon had been overinflated and fallen, and it's like this kind of black film that hangs down over the fully exposed face. You really can see what this guy was made of. and is like dripping into the mouth, which hangs slack jawed and open. The jaw is actually kind of broken and dislocated to one side now. Um, and the arms, like you realize that all of the joints, because when the arms, the way that they fell, the joints are actually broken also. So they have full range of motion forward and backward. And the man turns around. He's like, "Whoa, fuck!"
And did he go in the room far enough that I can close the door on him?
Yeah, I mean, he walked into the room like he's a man going to go check out a room.
All right, yeah, and I'm going to close the door behind him. I'm going to barricade it back. He's stuck in there now.
Yeah. You close the door, and he's like,
"Come on, Kahlua."
Agent, I don't know what you're doing, but I suppose I could take the other exit.
There was another door in that room.
I didn't say a door. Sorry, I didn't say a door. He said I could take the other exit.
What other exit?
If you open the door, I will show you. It's over here, and I'll stand on the other side of the room. You open the door, stick your head in, and look to the right.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna ready my firearm.
Okay, yeah. You hear him walk across the room.
I'm gonna look.
You open the door, and he's standing there looking at you. He looks like this towards the wall and the ceiling where they meet. You look up and to the right, and just where the wall and the ceiling meet, there's a hole.
Oh, god damn it.
And there's debris on the ground.
Like the Kool-Aid man. Huh,
and
that's
a
funny.
black film. And a black and red film is running down the wall. Well, that might be a problem. We can take a break here.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, good place for a break. We'll be back in a few minutes, folks, as the adventures of K-Cell continue. Be right back. Hey everybody, we're back. Hopefully OBS did not eat my microphone this time. Let me know if you can hear me out there, Scotty, and the rest of the world. If you can hear me, let us know if there's any issues. Thanks for the heads up earlier. We're back, so I think we're ready to get this party started.
All right. Okay, so yeah, the tall, gaunt man standing in the room looks up at the ceiling. There is, and as Agent Kiwi sticks her head in and looks up, she sees a hole there, and debris on the ground. And he looks back at Agent Kiwi and says, "So this one belongs to you. So that one belongs to you." Now, real quick, you guys told him? Did you guys tell him about who was in the room? No. All right.
I mean,
So,
he
yeah.
saw his face, so I don't.
Oh yeah, no, he
I-
saw that guy. Real quick, Agent Kiwi, you look up and you're looking at the hole, and then you do a quick inventory of the room. In the room, you see the body of the nurse laying on the ground where she has been shot, as well as the Agent Jotan.
But not the doctor.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you realize that there is a missing body.
And I'll look at the gaunt man and I'll say, "No, actually, I think this one might belong to you."
No, that is yours.
Not the doctor. The doctor is yours.
How about this? We split the difference. I'll help you to solve this problem.
Fine. It's in everybody's best interest just to get this solved.
All right.
This is how God intended.
Can we get better guns?
Better what?
Guns, you know?
Better than what?
She holds up a Smith & Wesson Model 66, just like a huge revolver. This one?
I suppose we could, but I mean, that would take time. I think we should find this.
I think we need to find this now, Kahlua.
Okay.
He's standing there and he looks across the room and he's like, Agent Kiwi, do you mind if I come over now, or are you gonna lock me back in?
Fine. Yes.
Thank you. And he walks across the room and across the hall, and he opens up the door to the other room, and he goes inside, and there's all the equipment, everything's prepared, and he walks over under the bed, and you see him pull out a handheld device that you would all probably recognize as a Geiger counter. And he turns it on, and of course it's dinging. And as he walks into the back into the room, it begins to get hotter and just, and he turns and looks at all of you, and he's like, I suppose this is good. And he walks around the room, and as he moves further away from Agent Juotan, it continues to get even louder as he approaches the hole. And he stops and looks up, and he's just, okay, well, I suppose that's something, right?
At least we have a way to track it.
He's walking here.
So, and he holds, and he just has the Geiger counter in his hand, and he's like, so here, there are more. This is Ukraine. We have lots of Geiger counters. and he holds it out for you, Agent Kiwi. So, how do you want to go about doing this? Oh, real quick before we go much further, Kraken and Kellogg, did you guys take off?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna go find Dimitri and Igor.
Okay. So he
And
says
Polly comes along.
that,
Hopefully.
yeah, Polly comes with. All right. So we'll go ahead and we'll cut over to you guys. Yeah. So you guys, are you taking the elevator? Are you taking the stairs? What's the plan here?
You said the fire alarm was at the nurse's station, or the fire suppression, or the fire alarm. Which one?
You asked for fire suppression. He said it was at the nurse's station.
That's what I thought. Okay, then if there are any nurses at the nurse's station, I'm going to tell them they need to stay calm. Everything's fine. We have this under control. I know they can't understand me, but if any of them look at me though, like they're looking at me, like recognizing that I'm talking to them, I will look at them and go, "Do you speak English? Does anyone here speak English?"
Polly looks at you. He's like, I speak English. Just kidding.
I know you do, Polly, but no, them. I wanted to talk to them and tell them. You can tell them for me. Tell them to stay calm. That we're going to be fine. We've got it under control.
Lie to them, Polly. Lie to them.
Polly looks from Kellogg to Kraken and back to Kellogg, and he turns back and he's like, "Hey, and he speaks in Ukrainian, and he points first at Agent Kraken, and he's like, this is what Ukrainian sounds like, right? I don't even know how to fucking begin, right? Sika Blyat, right? And he's like, and then he points over at Agent Kellogg and he says something else, and then he turns around and he's like, all right, did you want me to ask them if any of them speak English?
No, I think we've established that fact. Thank you. Can we go to Igor and Dimitri now?
Well, do they? I know he was dismissive. Do we need further documentation? I don't want us to be going out into the field and asking random people. Do they have an intake form? Anything?
See, you're always so thorough.
Turns around and he's like, hey, and the nurse is just like, oh,
and it makes the Charlie Brown wah wah.
Yeah, she turns around and she goes through the there's the wall file, goes through the wall file and then pulls one out and holds it back like she's withholding anything or holding something, and he pulls out the papers that show that it's official business, and he shows them to her, and then she hands the file to him, and he turns around and he's like, here you go, this is all they got.
Okay, what's it say? I can't read Ukrainian. Get a hold of yourself, Polly.
He looks
calm
like
down. It's okay.
I have a lot of stress in my life.
You're gonna upset the baby.
He was brought in by two farmers, two men.
Okay. Rough location? Anything.
Of what?
Where
Where
found
the
him.
men are.
Where they found
I
him.
mean, hold on. And he holds it up against his head. He's like, I'm
my God.
seeing them outdoors. I mean, what the fuck?
Well, we can't just walk into it.
Have you ever taken someone to an emergency room?
Yes, actually.
Did they ask for your ID when you got there?
Well, how big is this area? Do they know them?
He turns around and asks, and they, no.
This is useless.
Most of these nurses, they drive here. They live closer to the city.
Well, let's be practical. There can't be that many Dimitri and Igors that run farms. that found a radioactively attacked body.
We say Dimitri, and everybody's head in the waiting room just turns to us,
including a few of the women.
Yeah, of course. And Igor is the other half of the people in the waiting room.
Okay.
Sorry, we are being rudely stereotypical. That's not nice.
Yes. Okay. Fine. So we don't know where they came from. He's been here for a while. I got nothing. I'm gonna look through my book. So he's trying to one-handed. Here, Kraken, hold this for a second. Hands the tongue over, and starts looking through his book.
As he hands it to me, I'm gonna remember that this thing like vomited on me in the room, and I'm gonna look down at my police pullover. Damn it! Are there like some hand wipes or anything like that on the nurse's station counter?
There's hand sanitizer
and napkins. I will make my own hand wipes. I want to try to see if I can clean this stuff off of my shirt and neck. And
yeah, one of the nurses stops you and looks over at Polly and speaks to him rapidly. And Polly turns, he's like, yeah, so the nurse says you can't be walking around with that.
With what? This? No, this is just a thing. This is a science experiment.
Yeah, it's also real unsterile.
That's why it's in a pillowcase, keeping it safe.
Talking about that, I don't know what the hell you talking about.
This?
Yeah, you can't be walking around like that.
Well, yeah, okay. Give me something to wear then.
He turns and says something to the nurse, and the nurse turns. It says something slightly irritated back, and then he's like, yeah, so she says there's more uniforms and such over in the laundry room.
Fine. Where's that?
They are all very busy calming down patients and dealing with that. Yeah, he pointed when he said it.
Okay, Polly, let's go through the waiting room and see if anybody's heard of this strange person being found in a field.
You go do that. I've got to go take care of this.
Yes, excellent. You won't be able to communicate with everyone, but I have faith in your charm.
Well, I'm just going in the laundry. I'll be right back.
Give me back the tongue.
Do I want to give it back, or do I want to? Yes, I'll give it back to him.
I said, give me back the tongue. He pulls a knife.
Kellogg takes it back and puts it in his own mouth, walking around with it now.
Have you seen a man that looks like this?
There's a face vaguely resembling. All right. So, yeah, Agent Kellogg, how are you going to the waiting rooms? Remember, you're on the 4th floor. Those were on the 1st.
Oh, okay. We'll meet you on the 1st then. Screw this noise. We gotta follow up Polly. He looks at the elevator and he has no idea that this thing got out of its room, so he presses the 1st floor or the down button and waits for it.
Yep. All right. You climb onto the elevator. It creaks as it comes to the floor. Kind of jiggles a little bit. You get on, and Polly reaches over, hits the 1st floor button, and the doors slide shut. Agent Kraken, as you walk into the laundry room, you push open the door. The door has one of those tall, kind of long thin windows. It's just to the inside. And you go in, and you see that there are a number of different cubbies, right? That have stacks of scrubs, right? One will have all tops, men's, one has all bottoms, men's, one has all tops, women's, one has all bottoms, women's. And then there are also 2 additional, I say cubbies, they're like armoires, I guess. I don't know, wall lockers, that have like they're full surgical scrubs sealed in sterile packaging. Okay. Then you have a laundry chute, which is there in the wall. And you have, like, I'm not going to say dirty laundry because there's clearly not dirty laundry there. There's a chute. But it's where you would stage dirty laundry. You know, you pull it all in there
Yeah.
because you got to collect it all and then you just send it all down, right? So,
Right.
Kind of like an empty space, but there's empty carts there that you would use to collect the dirty linens.
Okay. I'll find a suitable scrub top or whatever that I think will fit. I'll pull it off, put mine on, or put that one on. I'm not going to discard my fleece. However, I'll take it to my dry cleaner. Maybe they can get it clean for me. Or I'll burn it when I get back home. This is not something I want just left in the hospital. Could be used, so I'll keep it.
What are you going to keep it in?
Are there any bags or anything like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's biohazard bags.
Yeah, I'll put it in a biohazard bag. Turn it biohazard bag inside out, so the label's on the inside. So
I mean, they're just red plastic bags.
They don't have the biohazard symbol on them.
No, they're just red plastic bags.
Red plastic
it's the
bags.
universal biohazard bag.
Yeah, most of them have the symbol on them. We have them at work. So yeah, I'll throw it in there, tie it up, seal it.
Yeah.
And head out.
Okay.
Cleaning.
So
if there's
go ahead and make an
anything on
alertness
me.
roll. Yeah, go ahead and make an alertness roll. Oh yeah, I mean it's on your face too. Like don't forget
Yeah,
that it did, or your neck. It did
Right.
hit like right.
Is
there.
it dried and crusty, or is it kind of viscous? Still.
Like if you had a really bad blister that burst open, and you just didn't do anything with it for a while.
Okay.
It's like that.
Yeah. I will do what I can to get what I can off if there's no source of water in here.
Oh, there's a sink there.
Okay.
It's a hospital.
Well, I mean, this is a laundry staging area. I didn't know if there's a sink. So, yeah. I'll use my fleece to wet it down, clean myself off a little bit, throw it in the bag, tie it up. And then alertness, you said?
Yeah.
This is going to go great because I'm oblivious to fucking everything.
I think you're literally the only one in this group.
22 on a 23.
Shocking.
Okay. I'm shocked. I'm blown away. I actually passed an alertness roll with a critical pass.
Yeah. Okay, so you're you're shoving the your fleece into this biohazard bag. And at first you just assumed that you were hearing what was other people opening the laundry chute to add laundry and then letting the door, the laundry chute door close. Because it's one of those that kind of pulls down,
Yeah.
But soon you realize that what you're hearing is the popping of metal, like a vent, like the AC vents, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's that
Clanging.
bowing sound. It's that pop, like
Yeah.
if you took a Coke can and you dented it and then you popped it back out.
Right.
Yeah. And it's moving up toward you. It's moving from the lower floors up.
And it sounds like it's in the laundry chute.
Oh yeah, it is definitely coming from the laundry chute.
Let me just look at something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. So there's a ton of clothing in here. It's all dry, brittle. Is there anything flammable in here? Rubbing alcohol, perhaps?
No rubbing alcohol.
Not in here.
It's all sterilization stuff. There's soap, but it's not flammable.
Is it
Oh
locked?
yeah, I mean that's fair. Yeah, clothes are flammable.
Well, I mean, yeah, I meant combustible, not flammable. I'm sorry. Combustible is what I meant, like rubbing alcohol or.
Oh no, none of that.
Would
What
it
are you
happen to
doing?
be lye soap?
No,
Okay. Hey,
no.
girl can wish. A girl can wish. Well, in that case, I will. Sure, there's an outlet or something. Ooh, it's a hospital. There's no oxygen vent on the wall, is there, in this room?
Yes, there is, because there's also a sink in this room, because at one point in time, long ago, this would have been a patient's room.
Fantastic. In that case, there's probably some kind of tubing or something. I want to try to get crafty here.
It's just the wall. It's the oxygen at the wall.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah, there's no bed or anything in here. It's clearly been converted.
Yeah, it's now a storage room. Is there a stethoscope laying around?
No,
Not in the surgical kits or anything?
no.
Damn. I want some tubing. What I want to do is mechanic up a blowtorch out of the oxygen with a piece of tubing.
I see what you're trying to do.
I just didn't know if there was anything in here that I could use for that tubing.
No.
And the nurse's station's right across the hall, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna, being quick-footed, perhaps there's a stethoscope laying on the desk of the nurse's station that I could snag.
Maybe. You'll have to go out. You're going to go look?
Yeah, I'm gonna run out and look.
All right. Yeah, roll. Go ahead and roll luck to see if that would be there.
57. Nope.
Nah.
Damn it. Do I see Agent Kellogg still, or is the elevator closed and he's gone?
We'll say that he's gone. He's waving at you like he's gone. So he's
Ding.
gone.
No.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, you hear the doors shut. You also realize that the sound is swiftly coming to you.
Okay. Back in the room, then, real quickly. Trying to think of a way to. Yeah. Back in the room, I'm going to hit the valve on the oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just wide open if it'll come on. And then I'm going to step out of the room, leaving the door cracked just a tiny bit, enough for the muzzle of my firearm to get into.
Okay, so
I'm making a bomb out of the room.
you hit the knob and then you rush out the room and keep the door basically shut, but so you can pull it open.
Yep. Well, not even
Okay.
so I could pull it open, just so if this thing comes out of that chute with the oxygen, I'm gonna shoot, hoping that the muzzle flash will ignite the oxygen that's in the air and create a fireball in this room.
All right, I understand what you're trying to do. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that they were smart enough to disconnect that oxygen to this room. When you turn the knob, there's no sound. It was a good plan. It was a good plan, but I'm sorry, there's no sound.
Saw it in
There's
movies. No. Nothing comes out. Damn it. Then this thing's coming up. I'm leaving the room. I'm not getting my face eaten off. I'm gonna leave the room, shut the door, and see if I can grab a chair or something to wedge under it.
yeah, okay. Kiwi and Kahlua, we're gonna jump back to you guys at this point. You are walking. You guys had recently bartered a deal. I'll help you solve your problem. And yeah, what do you guys want to do here?
Do you have more of those? And I'm gonna like gesture at the Geiger counter.
Yes, they're all over this hospital. Definitely at the nurse station.
So what floor are we on again?
4th.
4th. Okay. And the hole is in the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like it goes out of the building? I mean, as a player, no, but for the way it looks for me. Okay.
No. You don't, let me put it this way. You don't see sky looking through the hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we need to quickly determine whether or not this thing is still in the hospital. Hopefully, old Ronnie's looking out for us.
Who?
Oh, never mind. Just sometimes my friend talks to me. You understand. Don't worry about it.
You Americans are silly. Of course, it's still in the hospital. You may not have noticed. He walks you guys out past the radioactive doors, and just opens up the door to a room. There's someone in that room, and but he just pretends like they're not even there, and he points at the window, and he's like, "Bars on all the windows. There's a front door. There's a service entrance. End of list."
All right. But whatever this thing is, was able to bust through a wall, so why wouldn't it be able to bust out
It
of
was a
this?
ceiling. Let's not oversell it.
Fair. It may not be able to bust through concrete, but... All right. Why are there bars on all these windows anyway? Is it because this place is meant to keep these kind of things in?
No, it's to keep people in and out. If you don't have bars on windows, people come in and steal your things.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go to the nurse's station and try to find a Geiger counter.
Yeah, you walk down the hall, and as you are, you hear him yelling at the person who was obviously caught off guard with him coming in. You're not sure what he's saying, but he is saying it with a lot of emphasis. And he just walks out of the room and closes the door. Kahlua, where are you at with all this?
Okay. So I got my gun, and I guess, is there stairs? Maybe we need to go up the floor and look for it there?
There are stairs because you saw nurses coming onto the floor from them. You've not been in that room, so you're not sure where that stairwell goes.
Okay. I think I'm gonna grab a Geiger counter from the nurse's station first, like our new friend was talking about.
Yeah, you guys, you walk away while your friend is having words with a sick person, who I will point out there was the sound of life support machines in those rooms. And as you and Kiwi round the corner, right, you're coming down, you're walking towards the center of the floor, and you kind of get out to where it opens up to the nurse's station. You see Kraken shoving a chair up under the doorknob handle of a room.
What are you doing?
In the laundry chute. It's
good, you found it.
It's in this room. It's coming for me. I heard it. It's coming after me.
I'm sure it's coming out, specifically coming after you. That's exactly what's going on here. And then I'll look at Kahlua. Is Kahlua with me, or is she still at the nurse's station?
I'll run back after I grab a Geiger counter.
Kahlua, I think we found your Nephilim. It's been burrowing through the walls of this hospital.
Well, I think this is one of their weapons, but sure.
Every building in Kamiland is a prison. You know what? No. Don't mind me. Let's go. Whatever this thing is, it's stuck in here, and I say that to Kraken.
It's gonna
As in
come
stuck
out of,
in the building.
but it's in the we can take care of it.
Well, let's try. I'm
It's
gonna
in the
pull out my
laundry
gun.
chute. The laundry chute goes down. It was climbing up, so I have a feeling it's been all the way down to the bottom, and it's coming up. Oh God, no! Kellogg and Polly went downstairs to the lobby.
Oh, not Polly.
That Kellogg guy, though, man, fuck him.
Did somebody say my name?
They went down to the lobby. They were gonna interrogate people in the lobby about.
Oh,
Who the
tell
fuck
them
is Dimitri? Who is he?
this hospital needs to go on lockdown. Nobody needs to go in or out. We think that the concrete walls will keep it in. All the windows are barred. We can't have it leaving. Even if it means it kills us all, we can't have it leaving.
I don't plan on dying. And you see the tall man walk over to the nurse's station and start pulling, like, he's digging underneath it, and he pulls out 2 more Geiger counters and puts them up. We treat a lot of radiation sickness.
Yeah, I see that. Can you tell them lockdown? To lock down close the hospital, close it, lock it, shut it. Radioactive breach or something.
Yeah, that was the plan. That's we were planning on you fixing this. So, yep.
So can you tell them to close the hospital?
Lock the doors.
Not necessary. The hospital doors are locked. It is
Okay.
not necessary to tell anyone anything.
Okay.
Okay, good. Good.
Okay. Oh, God, what do they say in that movie my fiance likes? It's a bug hunt. She'll hold up the Geiger counter.
I do not know what you speak of.
It's some old movie from like the 80s or something.
You wouldn't know a good American movie if it hit you square in the face, would you?
I would, but they would need to make one first.
Everybody knows all the best media comes out of America. I roll.
Well,
Turn
certainly,
around and
if all
walk
the
away.
media you've ever seen has been in America, it is certainly the best, I suppose. If all you ever ate was shit, it would be the best shit.
What the hell are you talking about, Kool-Aid? Why are you saying these things?
Kool-Aid's dead.
What? What are you talking about? And then I'm gonna pick up the Geiger counter and I'm gonna walk off.
What am I talking? What are you talking? You're talking about Kool-Aid. And I'm gonna kind of engage in this and see if there's any response, but it's probably gonna confuse the hell out of Kahlua because like he didn't make it out of Alaska. He had to drown. He drowned in that boat, in that Viking boat.
Why are you talking about Kool-Aid?
You're the one that brought him up. He drowned in that
I
Viking
didn't
paddle
bring him
boat.
up. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't bring him up. Why'd you bring him up?
Never mind. You know what? Let's just kill this eldritch horror thing and get out of here. Let's just... God, I can't believe I'm saying this. We're on the same page again. I think we have to use fire.
While you guys
Oh.
figure out how you want to use it, we're going to jump to Agent Kellogg. Agent Kellogg, the doors open and you and Polly step off. The hallway here, the first floor you notice is a much more open area. You can actually see the triage area where they have people being treated. It's a stereotypical, what you would imagine if the first floor of a hospital was an emergency room.
Okay. Yep.
Are you said you were going to the waiting rooms?
Yeah, we're still laboring under the delusion that we can go out and find Dimitri. So that is what Kellogg is trying to do. He is making Polly ask everybody if they know a Dimitri or Igor who found a radioactive man.
When you
Exactly as I said it, Polly. I'll know if you're not saying it. Also, did you catch that hidden music that they were playing in the elevator? There's a message in that.
What was that message?
There's something in the walls. It doesn't make any sense.
And he turns. Sorry. He turns and he begins talking to people in the waiting room. And he's like, hey, talking to you in Ukrainian.
Hey, how you's doing?
How you's doing? You know Dmitry or Igor? And I mean, literally everyone knows Dmitry or Igor. It'd be like walking outside and being like, hey, you know John? Yeah, probably. I know one. Is it the same
John
one?
Schmidt? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, right. So nearly everyone does. However, when you include the radioactive man part, and every time he says it, you know he says it because he looks at you from the side of his eye, like, all right, I'm saying it as you wanted. No one knows a John or Dimitri who found a radioactive man.
Yes. This doesn't seem like a fruitful endeavor. We still need to find something to deal with whatever's locked in the room, Polly. Do you have any of those paddles? You know, the kind that shock?
You talking about a defibrillator?
Your word, not mine, but all right. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, it's a hospital. I'm sure they got some around here. They probably got some on a wall.
Okay, let's go find some of those so we can have something to use on this thing. After Agent Kiwi's bullet didn't appear to stop it at all, I'm looking for other avenues.
No. Yeah, not a problem. He walks over and you walk out and you're kind of standing in this area. And yeah, on the wall, there is a defibrillator.
Excellent. Hold this.
It's a portable defibrillator kit.
Yep, hold this. He hands Tungalina over to him and goes over and grabs a kit.
No. He just says no. Lights cigarette.
Fine. Oh my god. All right, fine.
Did you
I
call
will go
it
grab the kit.
Tungalina?
I gave it a name. It's important. Oh my god. I don't understand you, Polly. It's like you don't even want to work. It's unbelievable. I will go over and grab one of these kits over the wall. You go get one from further down the hallway. We will go back upstairs and take care of this once and for all. How do you use these things? I have no idea. He mutters to himself as he's grabbing it off the wall.
Yeah, and Polly does exactly as you requested. He goes and gets the defibrillator kit and comes walking back.
Okay. Hits the elevator button. This is auspicious. I wanted to get back up to the fourth floor. It's lucky there's not a floor 13. That would be terrible luck.
You know, in Ukraine, number 4 is 13. No, I'm fucking with you.
You can't do that.
Or maybe I'm not.
I'm gonna
No,
need
I
you to
am.
I'm gonna need you to be quiet for this elevator. I think I'm gonna want to listen to the music to figure out how I feel about what you're pulling on me right now.
Ding! Doors open.
Excellent. Step in.
Yep. All right. Kraken, Kiwi, and Kahlua.
I'm gonna put some elevator music on for Agent Kellogg.
Oh yeah. What about you guys? You have Geiger counters. You have a tall, gaunt man who knows all of your names and is more than happy to split the duties with you here, as it were, hunting this thing down.
I'm gonna pull out the Geiger counter and check and see if the signal is stronger coming from this room.
Stronger, unusual, maybe irregular. Would that be a better word?
Am I getting hot or cold? That sort of concept. Is it a higher level or a lower level?
All right, so currently on this floor, where you are standing, there is You are not getting any irregularity from where you are standing.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Kahlua and Kraken. We have to go in there. If you said it was in there, I'm looking at Kraken, then we have to go in there.
I heard it. It's in the laundry chute.
I don't know if crawling up the laundry chute's a good idea.
Tell it to that, because that's the one that's doing it. And I'll...
I mean, you're welcome to try to climb the laundry chute if you want, but I'm pretty sure that people aren't supposed to be in laundry chutes. Laundry is supposed to be in a laundry chute. And whatever this thing is obviously doesn't care because, well, it's not
neither a person nor laundry. So, and with that, I will get ready to pull the chair out from under the door.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus delivered by a bald eagle. Okay.
What? What was that about bald eagles and Jesus?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say anything. Let's go.
Fine, let's go. 1, 3, 2, 3, and I'll pull the chair out from I'll dramatically snatch the chair out from under the door.
Mm-hmm.
And Agent Kiwi just nonchalantly walks in.
Basically.
Yeah.
Just nonplussed with the whole
It's
thing.
just like... doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, so Agent Kiwi walks in, Geiger counter in hand, immediately looks around. You see the same thing before, these wall lockers stacked with folded scrubs. You also see that there's, the surgical scrubs, an area where dirty laundry can be collected and stored that is currently occupied by 2 empty rolling hampers, massive containers, just large. And the Geiger counter, as you get closer to the laundry chute, does go up. It does make a noticeable increase. However, it doesn't seem any higher than the previous room.
Okay.
And the old Geiger counter just clicking away, doing its thing.
All right. So if I sweep kind of back and forth in this room...
Definitely higher toward the laundry hamper.
Okay. So I think it's time to... Okay. Do I hear anything in the laundry chute?
No.
No? All right. I'm going to come out and I'm going to ask the tall gaunt man.
Yep.
Is this chute just straight up and down? I mean, it probably is.
Yes, it's for laundry. It goes to the basement, to the facilities area where they do laundry, sterilization.
All right, well, we need to go down a level and check the chute again. It couldn't hurt to have somebody that's sweeping the area to see if the radiation levels are increasing.
Is it only going to go down to the basement? Shouldn't we check up, like up a flight of stairs? Go to the next floor, see if it's calling up.
There's only the roof. We are on the 4th floor.
Right.
Never mind.
I mean, if one of you wants to jump in that chute and see what's down there, you're more than welcome to.
Kiwi comes out and says, like, there's nothing in there. So I want to go back in and with my extendable baton, I'm going to stand away at arm's reach and pull the door of the laundry chute down. I want to see if there's any of that black viscous liquid stuff in there, or if maybe a tentacle just comes out and slaps me in the face.
No. You open it up. It's just a laundry chute.
I know what.
You're looking at it. It's a pretty good size.
I mean, it would have to be a pretty good size to take all this bed linen and stuff to accept that to go down. So, Why the hell not? Take my cell phone, flashlight, whatever, turn it on, and I'm gonna listen. If I don't hear anything moving in the chute, I'm gonna stick my head in and look down the chute. I know what I know what I heard, right? So I'm gonna look. I know what I heard. There's something in that chute.
You stick your head in, and you open it up, you listen, and you don't hear anything. You occasionally hear another thing open and close, but it's not like before. You'll hear the laundry fall and hits. You can hear it hit the bottom, right? It's a soft thud.
Okay, it's out of the laundry chute. It got out somewhere. Probably on the floor below. Where's the staircase? We should take the stairs.
Why not the elevator?
Because it's on the first floor. It'll take too long to get here. If we're going to stop this thing, we have to take the stairs now.
Also, you shouldn't use elevator in an emergency, like a fire or a monster attack.
I'm sure that creating the emergency procedures for a monster attack was high on the priority list of the people who created this or who staffed this hospital. Sure. All right, let's go.
It might be.
Y'all only knew. Emergency action plans are a real thing. Agent Kiwi.
Yeah, but not for monster attacks.
Only we can prevent forest fires.
And dungeon fires.
And monster attacks, apparently. All right,
monster
let's go.
fires.
Well, that is our job. I think.
No, that is literally our job, is the emergency action plan for monsters.
And we're doing a great job.
All right. So where are y'all going?
Staircase
let's go
and down.
Let's take the stairs down to the first level, I guess.
Well, I just
Or
want
the
to go
basement.
down. I just want to go down one level and see if this thing has gotten out, because I know I heard it in the chute.
Okay. And this music is just like...
It's
Am I
elevator
okay?
music.
Am I okay to say that the elevator arrives at the 4th floor and I have just enough time to see them start booking down the stairs?
That's exactly what you arrived to.
And Kellogg just sighs, walks back in, and then hits every button on it all the way down. And just will keep popping in on every floor, being like, are you here? It's faster to take the elevator. You look like you're out of breath, Agent.
All right, so what floor are you guys going to first?
You're right, Kraken, for once. We probably should do a floor by floor.
Thank you. All right, you first.
Of course. And then I'm going to go first.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, you take off now, running down the stairs. As Kellogg sees you guys take off going down the stairs, Kellogg steps back in the elevator. Polly never even got off. And it's just Kellogg hits every button on the way down.
I like this song.
You guys are on the 4th floor. Yeah, y'all are on the 4th. It's 5 floors, but one of them's subterranean. So, 4th floor, and you go down to the 3rd floor. You guys come busting out of the 3rd floor, and you hear a lot of screaming, like grunting, and you see a lot of people rushing around in a lot of different directions in and out of one particular room.
Yeah, well, we may have found it.
I think we found
All
our
right.
subject.
Let's go.
Agent Kellogg, you see them rushing, moving toward a room as you stick your head out of the elevator.
Great. Polly, get the shocker ready. I'm going to go old school with a gun just in case I need it. Plus, it'll be easier with only one hand free. All right, good luck.
Yeah.
And then he kind of trots after the... Wait
Well,
for
our
me.
wizard found us. All
I'll look
right.
back and go, Kellogg, this way. We think we found it.
You're a wizard?
Yes, he's a
Yes,
wizard.
he's a wizard.
I'm not a wizard. Don't tell people I'm a wizard.
That's cool as hell.
He's
I
a
don't know
wizard.
any spells.
What is that book you carry with you all the time if it's not full of spells?
Oh my god.
It's a John Grisham classic. There's like that bead of sweat. The client. What are you talking about?
I thought you were reading the Pelican Brief.
It's his spell book, all right? Let's go.
The Pelican Brief? I've never read the Pelican Brief. What the
It's a
hell?
piece of shit. Why would you read that novel? It's terrible.
Oh my god, I don't have time to talk. Wait, what are we going for? Go into the room.
Are you
Yes.
like a Slytherin or like a Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw?
Oh, he's totally a Hufflepuff.
Are you casting a spell? I shoot Agent Kahlua.
Kahlua dies.
Womp womp.
No.
Oh my god.
I don't have time to talk about how many things they get wrong in those books. Let's go.
He is a wizard. Fuck.
All right. So, all right, real quick. This is just, and you know, you can use whatever meta knowledge you may want for this. Are you paying attention to the Geiger counter, Kiwi?
Yes.
And you see everyone rushing into this room, and you're watching your Geiger counter as you approach the room. And as you approach the room, you are getting very slight increases.
All right. Well,
And as the nurses rush by you in and out, there's about 4 or 5 of them, and they're running back and forth, getting different things, bringing things out, taking things in. You notice that as they run by you, your Geiger counter increases just slightly with each one that passes.
All right. Well, I also want to have a hand ready on my pistol, so I guess Geiger counter in one, pistol in the other.
Who took the other Geiger counter?
Well, I've got one.
Kahlua's got one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stop real quick and like put the Geiger counter under the elbow, get my wallet back out, take out a little square of leather, palm that in my right hand, and grab my gun with it, and then grab the Geiger counter with my left hand. I'm like, okay, I'm ready now.
What's all that about? What are you doing? You know,
It's just like,
whatever. Let's
good luck.
look. All right. Well, we've got things we need to be doing.
Meanwhile, I will catch Agent Kellogg up with as we're going, and catch him up on all of the things that we. Did you find Dimitri and Igor?
No, there's no such thing. Look, the music told me that's outside the scope of what we're worried about right now, so we're not going to deal with it, okay? What we're going to deal with is whatever's causing those radiation spikes, but I cannot believe none of you went down the goddamn laundry chute.
I looked down it. It was just a bunch of laundry down there.
I mean, you're welcome to go down the laundry
All
chute
right,
if you
I'm
want.
going into the fucking room. Excuse me, he's just barging past nurses.
How comfortable is Agent Kellogg with other people's, we'll say, a woman giving birth? I can't imagine he's that comfortable.
Let's say he's not comfortable, especially since it's very confusing after the whole tongue situation. He's just not really sure what's what anymore.
Gonna trade the tongue for a baby, maybe?
Swap.
What a trade.
Swap.
Swap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Agent Kellogg, you shove your way into this room, right past these nurses, who are rushing in and out. And as you do, you see a woman on a gurney, legs and up, pulled back. Her husband is there, obviously. He looks confused at you as you look at him, and she is grunting and screaming, and you see a baby crowning.
I pull my gun on the father and I say, Dimitri!
And that, pointing at the baby head, must be Igor.
Dimitri? Dimitri!
Oh my god, I kind of want to end on that.
I think that would be a fantastic place
I want to end on
actually.
that.
That's fucking great. Oh man, that is great. Oh, are you enjoying the adventures of K-Cell? Because we sure are. We're having a fucking blast. Jeez. Thanks everybody. This has been a lot of fun tonight. Some great laughs.
What a great scene to end on. This
Yeah.
woman giving birth, a baby, crowning her husband, holding her hand, doing breathing exercises with her. Kellogg walks in, draws his pistol on this man, and shouts at him, "Dimitri?"
This man's going to be very, very confused.
Oh, and as that happened, Polly walks in behind Kellogg, rubbing the defibrillator paddles together as he's figured out how to make arcs. And just
Dope. All right, Polly.
and that is what we'll end on.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow. Lots of great, great laughs. If y'all can only see what's going on in the chat, though.
Oh shit.
Why didn't I think of that moment, huh? Oh, that's okay. You can see it. Because we all know that's going to happen. Wow. Congratulations, Agent Kellogg. You're a wizard. It's canonical now.
You're a wizard now, Kellogg.
You're a wizard now, Kellogg.
Give me a spell.
Oh my gosh, you just paid for it when you tossed coins in the fountain. Oh man. Great session tonight, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you watching. If you're watching this on the replay, don't forget to hit the like button down there, the thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel so you can get notified every time we go live. And I want to say thanks to the folks at Delta Green for retweeting our go live tweet tonight over on the Twitters. Thanks so much for that. We appreciate it. And make sure the rest of you are in our Discord channel, that you're hanging out with us. You can tell us what you think happens to Agent Kellogg, Kiwi, Kraken, and Kahlua. Do we save the world or go crazy trying? That's our mission every time we play K-Cell, which is going to be intermittent. I believe we've decided. We all really love our characters in this little side project of K-Cell, so it should be pretty fun. What else? Thanks to our Patreon supporters, Nathan, Aaron, Two Wolf Design, Lord Thorn, and Richard. Thanks so much to all of you and everyone who has subscribed to the channel recently. We do appreciate those subscriptions, helping us get there, helping us get all the way to the top. We do appreciate you. But we are out of time for tonight. We're going to wrap things up here. We'll be back in a couple of weeks with another episode from K-Cell. But tomorrow, tune in at noontime as we return to Tyranny of the Dragons, Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. And then next week, Tuesday night, we kick off with Weird's newest test play, Fishbait, Tuesday night. Wednesday night, we'll be back with Morkborg. And then next Friday night, hopefully we'll be back with the Vampires Delta Green game. A couple more sessions than that before we wrap that up. So that's a brief look at the week ahead, folks. Until next time, we're the United Adventure Company. Remember, knowledge is suffering, competence is liability, and truth is whatever the handler tells us it is. Until next time, folks, good night.